Do you ever feel drained, like you're running on empty? Well, in this episode, we're going to look at how you can prevent burnout and how you can reclaim your time, your energy, and your focus. Over the years of working with clients, high functioning, high achieving, high performing clients, the burnout topic comes up time and time again, and it often doesn't look how you think it's going to look. So, for a lot of high functioning individuals, on paper, outwardly, they're massively successful, they're productive, they're busy, they're on top of things. But internally, they're running on empty. They're constantly tired, no matter how much sleep they have. They're reaching for external stimulus like caffeine to kind of try and keep them um, kind of energized, on top of things. But the high function burnout can be quite sneaky and creep up on people without them being aware of it. So I want us to look at a few ways today how you can help yourself prevent the burnout, help prevent that kind of feeling sense of that you're running on fumes, and look at how you can both proactively and reactively introduce some mind fitness strategies, some really simple ideas that can help keep your internal battery topped up and charged. Because the mistake we often make is we wait until burnout hits us, until we crash, until we do something about it. And I'm forever making that reference with technology, whether that be fuel in the car, charge on your phone. You don't often wait until you run empty before you then decide to top it up and charge it. And if we take that same approach towards ourselves and our mind, then we'd be in a much better place. And I say often that sneaky kind of high function burnout creeps up on people. And because everything's going well, and because they're on top of things, and because they're being and feeling successful, they're not sure why they suddenly feel like they've got that kind of energy depletion, that's kind of impacting them, and taking them by surprise. So some really simple strategies, three core ones I want to look at today. And I say you can use these both reactively. So when you feel that there might be some stress or busyness or overwhelm creeping up, then you can do it. But then also, if you introduce these things in a more proactive way, then it helps you to kind of give your internal battery a bit of a top up, and a bit of a charge. So the first one is to introduce a couple of simple kind of mind anchors, if you like, ways of helping you to focus with intention, both at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. So first thing in the morning, just decide, think about what energy are you bringing to the day? How are you keeping your energy levels topped up for the coming day? What do you have in place? What mind fitness strategies do you have kind of woven into your day that will help maintain that optimum level? And at the end of the day, just have almost like a mini review and debrief with yourself, and ask yourself, um, what's drained your energy today, um, what's gone well, how can you top up your energy. Just have that little kind of self audit, because once you have the awareness, then you can course correct and adjust and maybe do things differently over the coming days. Whereas if you just keep repeating, doing what you're doing, leaving it on autopilot, nothing will change for the better. And then everyone needs to create just a 2 minute, a very simple kind of mind reset habit or ritual. So it could be in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden you're starting to feel those feelings of overwhelm. You're starting to feel like you're flagging or you're running on empty. Then do something intentional, do something with purpose to, as I say, either give yourself a top up or to keep yourself in a nice balanced place. And there isn't a prescriptive one thing that you should do, but some simple ideas could be, if you're sat behind your computer, for example, maybe you've had one particular email or phone call that's just kind of rocked you, then step away, go and look out the window, use the looking up idea, go for a walk around the block. Just simply take 2 or 3 nice, comfortable, pleasant breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just ground yourself on the floor. And it kind of doesn't matter where you are, who you're with, you always have the ability to do something as simple as just take a few deep breaths in. And it could be just, walk into the bathroom. It could be going to grab a drink. It could be just going to get some fresh air, stepping outside, looking up, coming to your senses, using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, five things that you can see, four things that you can hear, three things that you can feel, two things that you can smell, and one thing that you can taste or that you like the taste and smell of. Just use your senses, come to your senses, get out of your own head and just be in the here, the now, the present. And then the third one is to introduce some golden time, some recharge time. Just be intentional and deliberate. I always remember one of my clients works in like literally the center of London, one of the busiest places that you could be. And just literally a minute or two walk from his office. And this guy runs a global international company. So the demands on him are often relentless. But when he takes the time and he schedules that time, just literally a minute or two from his office, there's this almost courtyard, this almost like secret little garden that nobody really goes to. And when he takes himself there and just literally has a couple of minutes to himself, just to do some breathing, just to kind of have that change of environment, that change of scenery, to look up and look at the trees, the buildings, the birds, and just has that reset, can do the world of good. So think of how you might be able to replicate that no matter where you are, no matter how busy the environment might be. How can you kind of get some golden time, some deliberate, intentional recharge time? And it might be something very different for you. I have other clients who will make sure they go for a walk every day, whether that be a lunch break or another appropriate time. Other people will kind of take some time out to listen to a mind meditation, one of the mastery audios. It could be 5, could be 10 minutes, could be 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go and meditate for hours on end to get that reset and that recharge. But by doing these things intentionally and on purpose, as they can help both from that reactive perspective when you need it, when you know you need it, but also by doing it proactively, it can be very preventative and stop you get into that kind of place where life demands are kind of draining and you've got energy leaks here, there, and everywhere. So just think about how you can incorporate these simple 3 ideas into your day-to-day life to help you to prevent that kind of mental and emotional energy burnout that can often happen. Because burnout isn't always about being overly busy. It can be about the mental clutter, the mental and emotional behaviors and patterns that we carry around. So using some of the phrases that I use, it could be, our outdated mind operating system, our beliefs, our habits, our behaviors, or the head shite, as I call it. Any of those old, out of date beliefs that we don't need can be overwhelming and draining. So to get those resets, to get those little updates, can really help you to maintain that level. And obviously, if you are aware that you're struggling and suffering with burnout at a much deeper level, then just know you don't have to kind of leave it to chance. There are things that you can absolutely 100% do to help get that kind of deeper reset. And if that's you and you need some help, then reach out and let me know, and I may be able to point you in the right direction. But for now, just take the time, take the concept, the idea that there are things that you can do to help yourself, and not leave it to chance. And have a go. Bring those things into life. Don't do it once or twice or for a week and expect things to just naturally reset completely. But if you do it on a consistent basis, notice the headspace, the clarity, and the energy levels start to shift in your favor. So give it a go and let me know how you get on. And ultimately, remember, what your mind believes, you will achieve. So allow yourself to think differently and notice what changes you can start to enjoy as a result of that now. Any questions? Let me know. If not, take care and I'll see you next time.